So for a lot of guys, when they end up waking up, they end up waking up feeling like something's missing. They could wake up and feel guilty for that because they've got a family, they've got a nice car, they've got a good job, they've got a nice house, they've got a good life. But yet they walk around like it feels like there's this huge hole inside of us that we just feel like something is missing. So in today's show, we're going to talk about a couple of things that we can overcome to stop the cause of that, to stop that feeling, and explore what some of those missing feelings are, some of those missing emotions that we're going through, and how we make sure that we fill that hole so we can feel more fulfilled, more driven, more directed, more purposeful every time we wake up, right? So this is show 453. If you are listening, welcome. It's great to have you. So let's get on with the show. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, then please do hit the love heart button and please do comment down below. Cool. All right. So let's go through the scenario. And I think, by the way, I don't think this is something that we feel all the time. I think it's just something that we go through different chapters in our life, right? I think men go through an evolution, right, of different stages of their life. We go through the evolution of being the young 20, going to Ibiza, chasing all the girls, going to the gym. We then go through the next evolution, which is probably meeting somebody, settling down, calming down, becoming married, having children, having a job. And then we kind of go through life a little bit more, and then we're kind of like, start questioning some things like, now what? Where am I going? What do I want out of life? Am I happy in this career? Am I happy on this direction? Am I happy with my wife? Why am I not going to the gym? Why can I not see my penis anymore? Why have I got such a huge belly? Why am I struggling to get out the sofa? Why have I got a bad back? And we start to question ourselves and go through this evolution, right? Through this change. And even when things are going really well, even when we feel like, man, I'm connecting on all fronts with the wife and the kids, man, I'm thriving in my business or my career, man, I feel like I'm fit, but something's missing. So we're going to go through a 3-step check, okay, or a 3-step phase to see if we can find what that thing is that's missing. If you experience this, I want you to engage with me, okay? Otherwise, I'm just talking to my phone in front of a spotlight. I'm up at Cambridge at the minute running my one-to-one program. So we've got about 8 guys here, 8 leaders and business owners. So we're doing a deep dive over 2 days. We're doing about 3 months worth of work in 2 days. Anyway, if you do experience something like this, put it in the comments. And the reason that I do that is because a lot of guys think they're the only person that really does feel that. And I think it's important to understand that actually this is a common occurrence for men in terms of feeling empty, feel like something's missing, the levels of uncontentment, even though they should be fully content. It's confusing for a lot of guys. All right, so let's look at the key 3 things. I've written the key 3 things here that I think cause this, based on personal experience, based on working with lots of other people as well, okay? So, number 1, you're doing everything for everyone else but you. Okay, and what that means is that we give a lot of our time, our energy and our focus to everything going on in our life. Okay, everything going on in our life. So we're making sure that the wife is okay. We're making sure that the house is getting everything it needs. We're making sure that the kids are getting the love that they need. We're making sure that everyone in the career is getting what they need. We're making sure our clients are getting everything they need. We're making sure that our friends are getting everything. And then somebody that's missing, that's us, right? So we lack the attention on ourselves. And because we lack that attention on ourselves, of course it's going to feel like there's a huge hole. It's going to feel like there's a huge void somewhere in our lives where we're like, wait a minute, why am I not paying enough attention to myself? Maybe that's why I'm overweight. Maybe that's why I've got no purpose or drive. Maybe that's why I've got no direction. Maybe that's why I don't know where I am going in my life or who I actually am. I've just been sucked into this system, this life, and actually haven't been paying attention to myself. So that is often a common cause, and that's a common reoccurrence in conversations that I have with guys in terms of trying to find out, who am I, right? Where am I going? Why am I missing so much why am I feel like I'm missing so much? And I've got a great wife and kids. And it's because we lack the time, the energy, and the focus to put on ourselves. Okay. So it's going to kind of all three kind of directly linked. So number 2 is not having a destination, not having direction, lacking in clear, concise goals. If you turn around to me and say to me, I want to lose weight this year, that is not a goal. Okay, that is not a goal. That's something that you want to achieve. That's a vague outcome that you've put somewhere. It doesn't really have depth. Some of the work that we're doing here with the lads is we're going deep on goals. So like, why do we want to achieve this? What is it that we were trying to achieve? How am I going to get there? How's it going to change my emotions? How's it going to change my behaviors? How's it going to change my life? How am I going to feel like I am filling the void that feels like is right in the center of my body, that thing that is missing? How do I fill it? How do I fill that with a specific, detailed, outlined goal? So I want to lose 2 stone over 12 weeks. It works out roughly 2 pounds a week. I want to do this because I want to be attractive to my wife. I don't want to have to turn the lights off when I'm having sex. I want to walk down the street in the summer with my top off or down the seafront and feel comfortable. I want to go out on a night out and notice women looking at me. I want to wear that nice shirt that makes me look like the man. I want to feel like I'm a role model to my kids. Now suddenly what we're doing is putting a huge amount, right, of emotion into that goal. There is specifics, there is emotion, there is why, there is dedication, and all of a sudden your level of action and the way you show up changes. The narrative changes, the behavior changes, the action changes. So all of a sudden we have this destination, okay? We have this outcome, we have this journey, because it's not just, I just want to lose weight. It's, I want to lose weight because of this. This is how much, right? So we need to make sure that we have clear and concise goals. Okay, what are we trying to achieve in your business, in your relationships, okay, in your relationships with your children, your wife, your friends, your parents? What is it with your health that you're trying to achieve? Are we trying to lose the body fat? Are we trying to be better at jiu-jitsu? Are we trying to be a bigger triathlon? Are we trying to ride our bike? Are we, what? Boom. When we have that and we write it down and we commit to it and we go all in on it, man, it's game changing in terms of the way that you show up within your life. Okay. So number 3. Oh my God, I'm so dehydrated. We went for a curry last night and it has sucked the life out of me. So there is this element of fulfillment. Waking up, I want to feel fulfilled. I think 2 key words, contentment and fulfillment, they're both pretty much the same. And it's trying to find that level of contentment. So for me, it's the pursuit of feeling content for a man. Like, I feel content with my life. I feel content with what I'm doing. I don't feel like I need to get to a continuously chasing and never satisfied. It's like that is aspiration. But at the very basic level, we want to feel a level of contentment. I look at my life and I feel like it's enough. And that's a really powerful thing to say, right? I have 2 different relationships with contentment, professional and personal. On the personal side, I'm super content in life. I have a great wife, I have great kids, okay? You can't really want any more than that. We've got the house that we've worked so hard for all over the years. That's it. I'm content. That's me for the rest of my life, happy. But on the professional front, the contentment is my poison because I'm never content. I'm never satisfied. I'm thirsty for more. I'm always hungry. So that gives me the drive that I need in life. So when I wake up, it gives me purpose. Okay, it gives me satisfaction. It gives me ambition. It gives me direction. So that satisfies and builds that fulfillment. Okay, so it's really important to understand. So I've written a couple of things here. Reasons people might not feel fulfillment is career dissatisfaction. Okay, so not being happy in your job and just getting punched in the face and accepting it. Not being happy in your business, not being happy in the direction your business is going, not being happy with the career opportunities that you've got. What are you doing about it? So that lack of fulfillment, most men will drip and fall into a victim mentality and do nothing. Okay. Relationship issues, like, being disconnected, maybe not being happy, maybe not getting enough from your partner, maybe not giving enough to your partner. Do you know what I mean? And then purpose. The purpose is missing. The rocket fuel, as I call it, the mojo juice, the gummy bear juice. Remember, gummy bears back in the day used to drink their juice, and then they were bouncing around like they were on a night out at a rave. And it's important to find that juice. It's important to find that passion, that purpose, and that desire. But you won't get there just sitting here listening to my show. You've got to actually go out and take action. You've got to go and do stuff. Like yesterday, we spent 9 hours at a table. Today, we're going to spend 9 hours at a table building that frame, building that structure. You've got to be able to do it. The guys that are in my elite brotherhood are constantly doing it every single day. They're constantly trying to build the goals, the purpose, the improvements, the 1% betters. We've got your Awaken Your Potential. And if you're not already part of that, then register. The link's up here somewhere. Register for that. And it's trying to then build out or thresh out or unearth this process that allows us to stop feeling like something is missing. Because it's usually internal with ourselves. It's not usually external. Okay, and we've got to be able to put in front of us more time and energy and focus into ourselves. We've got to be able to build concise and specific goals for us to move forwards. And last, we've got to find that element of fulfillment with purpose and drive and ambition and rocket fuel. Okay, makes sense to everyone? What I want you to do at the end of this, please do it. Okay, I'll ask you to do it and you'll be like, yeah, I'll procrastinate on that. But I really want you to do it because it's important for me. And in about an hour's time, I will go back and have a read. I want you to leave your number one thing not that you got from the show, the number one thing that you're going to do to improve that missing feeling, okay, or that disconnect. And whether you're watching, on Facebook or whether you're watching on YouTube, please take the time. That's all I ask in return for all of this free coaching. Is your engagement. That's all I want from you. Down below in the comments, YouTube or Facebook, and let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you Friday back on the beach.